Hello guys, we are back to our channel with a new topic, fluid or vascular connective tissue, class 9th. In fluid and vascular connective tissue, we have two topics, blood and lymph. Blood contains a fluid matrix called blood plasma, which is 55%, and red blood corpuscles for 45%. So let's start with the blood. It has its four major components: red blood cells, white blood cells, platelets, and plasma. We'll see all these topics one by one. First, let us see RBCs. RBCs, we generally call it red blood cells. The other name is erythrocytes. Erythrocytes are biconcave. That means they have somewhat like this shape, and they are biconcave, disc shaped, and they are eunucleate. It means that they do not have any nucleus within it. Although they are living cells, but still they are eunucleate. They have no nucleus inside it, absent nucleus. They contain a red protein pigment known as hemoglobin, which gives the red color to the RBCs. Hemoglobin is we can say it is an iron protein which helps to give the red color to RBCs. Next we have WBCs, which are also known as leukocytes. WBCs are also known as leukocytes, and they do not have any shape. They are A-shaped cells. That means they are irregular. That means they can be like this or they can be like this. It depends on what the function they are doing, because WBCs are also further categorized into two types. First is granular. That means granules are present in matrix, and the second is agranular, means granules are not present. Agranular. Granular further are distinguished into three subtypes. First is neutrophils. Neutrophils are phagocytic in nature. That means they engulf the foreign particles. They have 3 to 7 lobed nucleus, like they are like this. They have lobed nucleus. This is the nucleus. So this is what our neutrophils look like. It is phagocytic in nature. Next we have is basophil. Basophil, it's a very important WBC because it secretes serotonin, heparin, and histamine. Let me repeat. They secrete serotonin, heparin, and histamine. They have S-shaped nucleus like this. Their nucleus is somewhat like this. It is almost S-shaped nucleus. So they secrete some useful enzymes like serotonin, heparin, and histamines, and they have S-shaped nucleus. The last category in granular is eosinophils. Eosinophils have spectacle-like nucleus. Although we say it's spectacle, but for remembrance, it is made like this spectacle-like, and it is a very important WBC because it increases its production when a worm attack on the body. For example, if a person is infected with the worms like lukeworms or flakes, if it is infected by these types of worms, then eosinophils would come to the place and would eat the foreign particles or would help to give the immunity against the worm. These were the subtypes of granular. Now agranular further, we have other like agranular. It is also further distinguished into two types. First we have is monocyte. So monocyte, the main information about monocyte is it is the biggest WBC according to the size. It is the biggest WBC and it has a bean-shaped nucleus like this. It has a bean-shaped nucleus and it is also phagocytic in nature, just like the neutrophils. Next we have is lymphocyte. Lymphocyte means in this connective tissue and before epithelial also we have seen the word lymphocyte. Lymphocyte means antibody producing agent. So it is the antibody producing WBC which has large round nucleus. It is a simple large round nucleus like this and it produces antibodies. Here we have finished with RBCs and WBCs. RBCs are the red blood cells and WBCs are the white blood cells. Next up we have in blood is the platelet. Next topic we're going to learn is platelet. Platelets also do not have any nucleus just like RBCs. They are non-nucleate, colorless, small, oval like structure. They are fragments basically like this. So they are colorless. Next we're going to learn about platelets. Platelets are the non-nucleate small oval or round like structures which are colorless. They are fragments like structures. They are colorless, round, oval and they do not have any nucleus in it. While exposed to air, they secrete a substance which is helpful in the clotting of blood. Like if we got injured at a place and our wound is open, then the platelets would be exposed to the air and then they would secrete an enzyme, a substance, chemical that would help in the clotting of blood. That's why we say that we have to maintain our platelets count so that the flow of blood can be reduced if we got injured by anything. So here we finish the platelets. The platelets, in the platelet section also only we have a point that our blood has a pH of 7.4 and it is a bright red colored substance when it is oxygenated and it is deep red color when it is deoxygenated. After this topic, we have plasma. Plasma is the 55% of all the, it is basically the fluid matrix of the blood. It is the 55% of the blood. It is pale yellow and it is made up, it is pale yellow like it is even more lighter than this shade. It is pale yellow and it is made up of water, vitamins, minerals, urea, uric acids, proteins, amino acids and further many more enzymes. Basically it consists 90 to 92% of water only. Whenever we get injured, after some time we see a pale yellow substance. It can be the plasma. Now, occurrence. We all know that blood occur where? In the blood vessels, arteries, veins and capillaries. And what is the function of blood? The function of blood first is to carry oxygen. It carries O2 and take out the CO2. The next work it has, it carries the nutrient to the other places of body, just like tissues. And now in the importance, we need to write the importance of every part of the blood. So we'll start with the red RBCs. RBCs take oxygen and give out CO2. WBC help to produce antibodies and helps to eat any foreign particles. Next up we have its platelets, helps in the clotting of blood and reduces the flow of blood. Next we have plasma. In plasma, it maintains the fluidity of blood by having 90 to 92% of water in it. Also another major function of blood is that it maintains the body temperature by bringing the heat. So here we end our first part, blood. Next connective tissue, which is also liquid, is lymph. We have lymph. Lymph is a colorless fluid that is filtered out of the blood capillaries. So just like plasma platelets, it is also colorless and it is filtered out of the blood capillaries. It consists of two parts, a colorless fluid liquid called plasma and floating white blood cells. So obviously lymph capillaries we have seen in 6th class or 7th class. There are three types of veins. There are three types of blood vessels: arteries, veins and capillaries. So this liquid is filtered out from the blood capillaries, and after filtering out of this liquid has two parts, plasma and white blood cells. So here we end our. So basically this liquid we do not have occurrence or importance in our 9th class now. So here we have ended the topic fluid or vascular connective tissue. In next we're going to learn about the muscular tissue. Thank you for watching my video. Kindly like it, share and subscribe.